don't know. We're here in a kitchen, and
This is a big deal for me.
it's a big deal for you. They even have food out for the band.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
They got the chicken flavour, that's what we wanted, so.
I mean, it's better than pot noodle.
Where's the veggie dog food?
Vegetarian dog food. It's all ready and waiting for you. Sorry about that, guys.
No, I'm quite looking forward to it. Chow right down on that. I'm going to get some crumpets.
Crumpets and gravy and chicken.
Yeah.
So you know it's good.
Perfect, yes.
Do you reckon you could balance it on your head?
No, but could you?
I'd do it. I'd give it a crack.
I think this is the perfect way to start.
I am quite impressed. Do you think you can keep it up the whole interview?
I'll try my utmost.
Your utmost.
Well.
Don't worry about it.
I was ready.
Always ready.
I was ready to go all the way.
Oh, my.
Anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
How's it going?
Hi. You guys have just had a very long drive. From what I am told, I've lived here for 9 years, and I still have not been down to Cornwall. But I am told it is one of the most beautiful parts of the country with the light. Is that true?
Yeah. Can be,
Ambient
yeah.
light. St Ives is very, very ambient light.
Yeah.
St Ives is quite well known for artists and stuff because of the light that's down there. Kev will probably argue that Somerset's more beautiful though.
God's country.
The cider's definitely better, for sure.
That's my question for you on that. Somerset cider.
Just avoid Camborne and Redruth and St Austell and Penzance, Bodmin. Basically avoid everywhere that isn't Falmouth or, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we live.
That's
Yeah,
good.
don't go to Newquay.
Yeah.
Unless you like casinos and strip clubs. And
Some people might.
Mexican, what's that Mexican restaurant called? Like Senor Dick's.
Your dicks.
Is there?
That's actually right.
Senor Dick.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right,
gee.
really. Looks well cool on the
Cornwall has a
outside.
lot to offer, for sure, yeah.
I bet it's got great reviews on TripAdvisor.
Senor Dick's.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 5 out of 5.
Would bang again.
Yeah. The best burrito I've seen.
We will not go into their
I'm so sorry.
enchiladas.
I'm so sorry.
Gentlemen. But you guys travel all over for all of your gigs. And you've been doing this for how long now? What, 15 years, or am I wrong? I might be wrong.
So it kind of depends what you consider the start. So like the first EP came out in 2006, but like, and I'm the only one that was still in the band at that point. But took a couple of years to get that together. So yeah, it's a long time.
Quite a long time. And you've traveled all over the UK, obviously, and you've done 6 European tours over the years, if I recall correctly.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
It's quite.
It sounds like there could be more, but 6 is a nice round number.
Yeah.
What, as opposed to like
thing is,
5.
Well, if I had 7, you would have called a nice odd number.
I like my numbers to be even, not odd.
So it's an even number.
Yeah.
I picked lucky.
We had a couple of tours where, like, prior to Kev and Cy joining, so we had like one of the first ones was actually me, Tom, and my brother filling in on bass.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
that
yeah,
was I want to say 2010. No,
No, not.
2008, 2009. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Because I joined in
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, and Kev joined in
yeah.
14.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the lineup stayed pretty stable in the last 5 years then.
Yeah.
And you've... Pardon?
No, it is stable.
It's strong and stable, is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, we all know what strong and stable is if you're in the UK.
Yeah, man.
Kind of weak and wobbly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like my knees.
Tory knees.
Yeah, my Tory knees. I got blue Tory knees. Can't trust them.
It's ready to collapse at any moment.
Yeah.
Can't
any
trust
moment.
a Tory. No, never trust one.
Arthritis means arthritis.
This is not one of my more serious interviews.
Come on, guys. Part of business face.
We can do this.
Well, you know, it's turning into the dog's dinner. But that's okay.
That's a good joke.
Well, thank you. I'm learning that British humor
Yeah.
Takes me a while, but I've gotten there, sort of. And along with all your touring, European tours, all of that, you've released, I'm not going to pretend I can remember because I can't tonight. How many EPs and albums altogether?
So 11 releases altogether. So I think 2 of them are digital. One was like the first demo, which we didn't, that came out a long time ago, so we're not putting that out for anybody.
That's not going again.
But yeah, 11.
And one of them was a split with JFA.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Kev, do you want to field that one?
Yeah, when I was in Somerset, some of my old bands were affiliated with a skate crew in South Bristol called the DLH. And he gave us a ring and got RASH involved. And we played a gig with JFA in Bristol. And so the DLH put out a 7-inch and said, do you want to come on and do a track on it? So it was us and JFA and another band from Bristol called the Broken Bone Gentlemen's Club. So that's how that came up, this skate crew from South Bristol. So that's how it all started. We're still friends with them now. It's really cool, yeah.
He said do a track. We did 3.
We did 3 very small tracks, yeah.
Suck on that.
Yeah.
He said, like,
typical RASH.
He said, you've got 1 minute and 30 seconds. We need you to write a song. And we thought that the fairest way of doing it, seeing as there's 3 songwriters in the band, is like, we'll all write 30-second songs, just tape them together and hope no one really kicks off about it, and it worked. So
It worked. So, hey, you got 3 songs on that split. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And we're doing another, I don't know if we're allowed to say or not. Are we allowed to say?
Yeah,
You don't Okay. So the same guy is doing another 20th year anniversary DLH thing, compilation with a load of bands, and it's going to include JFA but also Bad Religion, which is mental. So they're going into the studio recording something for it. So I think we're going to have to do that as well. No pressure.
None at all. But I think you guys have got that in the bag without a problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's Bad Religion though. I mean,
You guys stand on your own 2 feet. You are of the same quality. Just maybe not as popular yet, but you are of the same quality. So don't let their name put you a little fear.
A weird prog album.
All right, well, there
and
is
then
that.
Forget about it, and then just go back to how we were, and then we can be on there the same.
Well, that's it. You don't have the weird prog album, so you're fine.
If this new album goes the way I'm planning, we will have a weird prog album.
Is there going to be a change of sound for you guys? Because your sound is very, can't say it's punk, it's not metal, but it's a bit of both. And yeah, but it's, as somebody who was so involved and entrenched in the crossover of the 80s when it really began, I hear that, but I hear something else too, and I can't say for sure, but you guys have kind of morphed yourselves into a bit of a different direction. Or do you not see it that way, and you just see it's purely just a crossover?
I think there's, especially in the last 4 years since Kev's joined, there's 3 different people writing songs.
Yeah.
And they all have their own kind of distinct flavors, and that makes for like a varied album, I think, and it means that stuff that we wouldn't normally try or approach we might do because it's someone else's, and actually we all trust each other as songwriters as well. And I think that's a really important thing, to be able to do that and just be like, okay, sometimes you might not be entirely sure how this song is going to work out, but leave it with the person that wrote it. We work on it as a band and it does work.
Yeah.
And I think maybe previous to Kev joining in particular, there was kind of the influences weren't really mashing quite right. The quantities weren't quite right of certain things.
Feeling our feet a little bit, isn't it?
Exactly. And I don't know, Kev's like a lucky rabbit's foot. Like, I don't know exactly, I can't quantify it,
Yeah.
but since he joined the band, The band has just, it's changed a bit sonically, but also in terms of the, I guess, the impact the band has had and people wanting to listen to it and talking about us and all this sort of stuff. It's you can trace it back. As soon as Kev joined, stuff changed. Whether it's luck, coincidence, his songwriting, his bass tone, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Or a little bit of everything.
The bass tone, yeah, the clarity of the
It's
bass
just-
tone
Yeah,
definitely made a difference.
yeah,
Because you can hear what the fuck he's playing.
yeah. Like our old bass player, like he's an incredible bass player, like, but he didn't have the same tone as Kev, and I think we just needed that crisp tone, and it made a big difference.
And also, he's so handsome. He's the George Clooney of thrash. Look at that silver fox.
You say I'm old. I'm not
No,
old.
I'm saying you're handsome.
I'm experienced. I'm not
I'd
old, mate.
take you on. He's a beautiful man. Look at the size of him.
Well, there seems to be a bit of a more over here.
This is
We spend a lot of time together.
Yeah. You guys have to like each
These
other.
guys miss their wives, and I'm just there. And hands go a wandering, and feelings get stirred up.
I see.
very, very easy for us to descend into this shit. We're all sober, so I didn't drink at all. Like, this is like our first beers. Like, this
Yeah,
is.
you guys just got here, and I could say, unless you were really drunk in the van.
No, it's.
Tom 3 more pints, and I'll be getting handsy with him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So we've toured a lot. We've seen a lot of bands together.
Yeah. You do get a bit of van crazy from all the miles.
It's
quite truck-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you guys are playing Manchester Punk Festival this year. Kind of just came into it, but you're doing it with a twist.
Yeah.
You've got a contest going.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Andy sent me a message saying, asking us if we wanted to play, and the answer was, of course, yes. And then I thought, like, what would be a cool way of, because we're a late addition to it, or like a surprise edition, if you like. I was like, how do we make that kind of exciting and not just another band that's being added to the bill? There's something else going on there as well. And I thought, like, if we have someone that come up on stage and play a song with us, it can be a simple song, and they can do it as badly or as well as they like, kind of. It's going to be a very short song. And I thought, like, what a cool thing to do for, like, a lot of people that won't have that chance or feel like they won't get that chance. Because for a long time, I felt like I didn't have the chance either. So fuck it, why not? Like, come and play a song with us if you want to, and play to like a decent sized room and lots of people and stuff. Like, I know if it was me and I was 15 years old, I would shit myself. Like, that would be amazing. So why not give that to someone else? Yeah.
So what does somebody have to do to be able to win that honor?
So all they have to do is win. We put when we announced that we were playing MPF, we put up a post on our Facebook page. People just have to share that about, and that's it. That's all you need to do to qualify to enter. You get like a free record. Come and play with us. I'll give like them a Skype like guitar lesson so they can know how to play the thing.
Yeah.
Because that's fairly important.
You just leave it raw dog and see what happens. Just be like, figure it out.
I mean, the thing is, like, if it goes terribly, we can all go like, yeah, well done, and then we'll play it properly. So.
But hey, it's an interesting thing to have happen, and I can't wait to see it, because whoever it is that wins is going to be either terrified or over the moon, and it's going to be fun to watch them on stage.
Exactly.
And to watch you guys with them. You know, it'll be good. It'll be very good.
Are you doing my loss, you cunt? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That was fucking brilliant. Hi, Christopher. This one's for my wife. Over there. Aren't I lucky?
What's next for the band? What are you guys planning on doing in the future?
The bookings this year have actually been kind of nuts. So we've tried to kind of limit what we're doing. Like, we'll play for anyone. We're not fussy. Like, if someone covers our petrol, we'll play for anyone. You know, that's not a problem. But at some point, you have to be like, okay, I also have a job and a family and everything else. So we're really busy for the rest of the year already. So we've kind of shut that down until kind of maybe October time. But between now and then, we have 2 trips booked for Europe. We're being flown out to Estonia, which is cool. Like, we've never had a promoter fly us out anywhere. Yeah. So yeah.
It's a bit rock story.
So Ryanair won't know what the fuck hit them. But yeah, we're going over to Estonia. We're playing like 1 gig in Latvia, 1 in Estonia, and then flying back, playing a gig in Brighton the same night, and then we've got another European one in September with Domestics. So it's like 3 or 4 days in kind of France, Belgium, and Holland. We try and do like one kind of 10-day European thing every year, but this year's just been so nuts we can't fit it in. But as of yesterday, we started looking at next year's European tour. So hopefully we're going to do like some new countries as well, do like Spain, Portugal, Italy, Switzerland.
Well, you've got to go to Switzerland.
I know, we've never played there.
You've never
Never played there.
For those not aware, the 2 of us are Swiss citizens. So we have this little thing about, and you've never played.
My 2 favourite little Swiss rolls right there.
Hey, Eva's Swiss as well, so that's 3.
Oh, no, yeah,
Oh.
3. She's my favourite. She's my number 1 favourite.
There you go.
You're a
There you
Belgian
go.
waffle. Are you a Swiss roll or a Belgian waffle, mate? Oh, right. All right.
She's a Swiss roll.
Nice. Back off Brexit.
Oh, man. You got one up on me. That's not fair. Now I got to catch up.
I'm robust against whatever the fuck the UK wants to do to me.
well planned ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Smart man.
Apart from all the shows we're playing, we're also like really starting to pick up steam on writing the next record as well.
I'm sorry, I'm blocking you.
It's all right. No one needs
Let's
to see
talk
this money maker. Yeah, so we're a few songs deep. We've all got stuff backed up. We just need to find the time to learn it. But the stuff we got written, I'm really excited for. So, some of the songs are a bit longer than we maybe written, but that's just because we got too many riffs.
That's not such a bad thing.
No, you know, you can only fit so much greatness into a small, bite-sized chunk.
This is the thing, like the one thing we get sometimes in reviews are people like, oh, it's too short. And it's like, well, we pack a lot into 20 minutes. Like, there's an awful lot of music in there.
I really enjoyed our 20-minute jazz odyssey we got cooking up. It's got 90 minutes of that is just me soloing on my own.
I think there probably is going to be a veto in there somewhere on that.
It's 90 minutes of me just going, and then at the end it's just like,
And then your mum knocking on the bathroom
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Get Simon, get out of the bathroom.
get out of the bathroom. Yeah, that's what they call it these days.
Oh my. And on that note, I think thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you on stage and really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Dog food.